Hello Lansing Journal community, I'm Josh Bootsma, Managing Editor of the Lansing Journal, and today's video is the last video where I will be coming to you with that title. It's a bit of a sad day, but I'm very excited because I'm here at Port on Roy. Port on Roy has been a community hub for the Lansing Journal in the last months and years, honestly. Writers have met here throughout the years to talk about the business of Lansing, talk about new stories coming up. We've done a little bit of training that we've done here, and it's been really great. So thanks to Port on Roy for allowing us out again in somewhat of a celebration of my last day coming up. By the time you watch this video, I will have officially finished my time at the Lansing Journal. But I'm encouraged because this group right over my shoulder is a group of committed Lansing Journal writers who are going to continue to tell the important stories of Lansing. And today's video is kind of getting to know them a little bit and understanding what it is that they are focusing on currently as writers for the Lansing Journal.
It's good for us to be all together here at Port on Roy. They have always been very good about hosting us, and we are trying to make this a more regular thing where the writers get together and talk about what we're writing, what we're working on, just touch base face to face. So we're doing that tonight on one of Josh's last nights. Tonight I'm sitting here with Paul Czapkowicz, who is mostly our business writer, Jennifer Yos, who has done a lot of features for us, and Carrie Steinweg, who has also done foodie stuff and other feature-y, history type things. Let's hear what everybody's working on. Paul.
Oh, okay. Well,
Paul, you have like 17 stories on your list that you're working on. Are any of them close to being finished?
yeah, well, yeah, there's always a lot of things, embers in the fire, I guess, if you will. The one that's real close is I'm doing a story on a long-time business in the village, Vander Weide, mirror and glass and framing. And, so they're located right by Fox Point and been in the village since 1945, so I'm about to wrap up something. Nice little story on the history of them and what they do. A lot of other things kind of in the works that I'm waiting to hear back from people or get in touch with people. There's about to find out what's going on with businesses. And then also I've agreed to start covering District 215, which is
That's right.
Which is
That's
exciting because I have a lot of experience covering school districts, but mostly elementary districts, and so this is a little bit different because it'll be a secondary high school district.
And that's a change that is necessary because Josh is leaving.
There you go.
So
yeah,
I'm moving on to Thornton Township, so that frees that space up for you.
So looking forward to that. Yeah, just a lot of things. Like I'm keeping an eye out of new businesses and also old businesses, ones that, to tell people that they're here and what they do and how long they've been doing it. So that's mostly it. I don't want to talk about too many, but I'm waiting to hear back from a lot of people, so I don't want to necessarily say, hey, I'm waiting to hear from this person. Maybe I should. It might help to get in touch with me. But for instance, I'm just waiting. I think a lot of people are wondering what's happening with Johnny K's, and I have been in touch with somebody who didn't want to talk just yet, so I won't say anything on camera. But we know about that, and so we're trying to figure out what's going on there. And
Lansing is waiting to hear.
Lansing wants to know. So I don't know. That's about. Josh is going to be missed. Hopefully I know he said he might, at some point still do some writing for us, and so hopefully he will, because Josh has been great to work with and is just a lot of integrity as a journalist and just great guy.
So I know you're working on a Tabitha House story. And have you done any research on that yet?
Not yet, but I do know that Tabitha House helps with recovery for women in particular, and they're based in the South Holland area. I just finished a story on Never Alone Recovery, and so those are both stories that are going to help people that are in need, and those are the kinds of stories that I like to do.
Good. And we like having you available to do those. It's nice that we have people who can focus on these feature kinds of stories, because they do sort of get lost when there's so much drama happening in the township and with the park district and that kind of thing. It's nice to know that there are other stories, good stories that we want to tell, and we have people devoted to that as well.
And I always like news that you can use. Yeah.
Like recovery.
Right. Some people anyway, yeah.
All right, Carrie Steinweg, I know you're working on the history of brides through the decades at the Lansing Historical Society, right?
I am. I'm working on an article on their annual Brides Through the Decades exhibit, which has been ongoing since the 1980s and features, I think there's over 70 dresses this year. So representing every decade since the late 1800s, and some real unique, different colored gowns than white, and accessories and bridesmaid dresses and all kinds of fun stuff. But they change it up every year, so writing about some of the new stuff they have this year.
And history is kind of one of your interests, right?
Yeah. I've been a member of the Historical Society since the 90s, so yeah, I love covering some of their events and exhibits and just overall Lansing history.
Okay. And you have another interest in food, restaurants, eateries, unique places.
Yeah, so I love covering anything on food.
Okay.
Restaurants, yeah.
And you said you had another idea you were going to pitch.
Something just popped in my head. I was cleaning out boxes at home the other day, and I came across a collection of Beanie Babies that I got from the Lansing McDonald's in 1999. And saved them all these years in the package because
they're only valuable if they're in the package.
I was assured they'd be worth millions of dollars someday. I think the whole collection is going for about $30 on eBay, but anyway, just made me remember. I don't know how many people remember Lansing. There was a building before the one that was there here now. That probably would have been the first fast food establishment in Lansing.
Yeah.
So
cool.
Well, I hope you enjoyed that. The Lansing Journal the Lansing Journal writing community is filled with incredibly talented, dedicated, thoughtful people, and I hope you're convinced of that now. I just want to personally say thank you for tuning into these videos. Thank you for reading my 1,300 plus stories over the course of what would have been 4 years in August. And this won't be the end that you see of me. If you see me in the community, say hello, and I will do the same. Thanks for watching today.